Lakers today. Again, Morant, 28 points, 9 assists per game in his playoff career. What's he got in store for this season? We'll find out. It's the NBA on ABC.
NBA Countdown on ABC is presented by Chime. When your money is good, you feel good.
Before we go to Memphis, the Lakers are on the road, and they are underdogs. Stephen A., how do they steal game one?
LeBron and AD have to play big time, but I'm still picking Memphis in game one.
LeBron and AD, 75 points between the two of them.
75?
75.
I'll say the Lakers' depth have to show up. You got to see players like D'Angelo Russell and Reeves and Schroeder have to have big games, and Vanderbilt as well.
We will see you at halftime. Enjoy what should be a fascinating game one. Let's go to Memphis. Mike Breen, take it away.
Thank you, Mike, and welcome to a chilly but beautiful afternoon in Memphis, Tennessee. What a great day to begin a playoff series. And certainly here in this city, they have Grizzly fever. Why not? Memphis, the #2 seed in the West. They have their sights on the franchise's first ever title. But here in the first round, they're going to face a franchise that's won 17 of them. And that's who they start off with. It's the Grizzlies and the Lakers. Of course, it started yesterday in the Western Conference. What a game in Sacramento. Kings outlast the Warriors 1-0. The other two series will be later on today and tonight. And good afternoon, everyone, with Mark Jackson and Jeff Van Gundy. Mike Breen on hand. Lisa Salters with us as well. This is a fascinating series. Memphis thinks this is their year, but in the first round, the 7th seed they face have two of the elite players in all of basketball. Let's start with the Lakers. It's been a crazy year for them, Mark. There were a lot of talk during the course of the year. They might not even make the play-in, but they're here. They're healthy, and they're playing some of their best basketball. What do they have to do to have a long run?
When you talk about the Lakers, it starts and ends with LeBron James. Having him healthy and whole is a difference maker. They can beat anybody when he's healthy. We've been fortunate enough for 20 years to witness greatness across the board. Games played, minutes played, points per game, field goals now. He is #1. When the lights get brighter, he shows up and shows out.
Well, with all due respect, James is great, but Anthony Davis and their defense are the biggest keys. Anthony Davis against this depleted Grizzlies front line could be absolutely dominant. He did it this year, and their defense is keyed by Dennis Schroeder and his ball pressure. They've been resurgent in that area as well. These two are going to have to play major minutes and come up big down the stretch of fourth quarter.
They're going to need help in the front court. That points the finger directly at Jaren Jackson Jr. Very well may win the Defensive Player of the Year, but what is surprising is he's more aggressive in his mindset on the offensive end. He's in attack mode. They need that scoring punch from him, might be a difference maker on the front line.
So here we go for game one for Memphis. Dillon Brooks is always stirring the pot. He said in the first round he wanted to face LeBron James and the Lakers. He gets his wish starting this afternoon in this best-of-7 series. This presentation of the NBA playoffs will continue after this message and a word from our ABC stations.
The NBA playoffs on ABC is presented by Starry, a crisp burst of lemon lime flavor. And in part by Google Pixel, the official fan phone of the NBA.
All the times you thought you'd never make it through, felt just like the world just turned its back on you. Didn't stop you.
Sidelines do not concern me. Desire lives inside me.
The journey.
From the desert to the big city lights, determined giants seeking new heights. Together, all feeling the hype. Deny gravity, deny weight, as your history writes.
It's the fire that they can't put out inside. It's a hell of a ride.
Nothing will deter me.
It's the Lakers and the Grizzlies as we welcome you to the NBA playoffs, presented by Google Pixel. Memphis, Tennessee, first round presented by Starry. Here in this city, some beautiful sights. Also have some great food always here in Memphis. And great people as well. And they are fired up about their Memphis Grizzlies. Best of 7, game 1 between the Lakers and those Grizzlies. Our starting lineups here this afternoon brought to you by Capital One. And for the Lakers, this has been the most recent starting lineup last 10 games, and it has worked well. Lakers playing their best basketball of the season at the right time for Coach Darvin Ham. And for the Grizzlies, of course, they've got some injuries to deal with. Steven Adams and Brandon Clark, their two bigs, out, will not play in these playoffs. So Xavier Tillman Sr. now the starting center. Otherwise, this is a potent starting lineup for the Grizzlies and Taylor Jenkins. And for LeBron James, another playoff game. It's amazing. This is number 267. This is his 52nd playoff series. It's just mind-boggling, the numbers, as they just continue to accumulate. And there were some that think it might not have happened this year. And I know we say this all the time. Boy, this is an unbelievable first-round matchup. But this one is just so unique because of what the 7th seed has on their roster against the number 2 seed that is fantastic, but still you don't know because of some of those key injuries. Yep.
Well, it was real that they may not have made the play-in or playoff, but when James went down, they played excellent winning basketball, and it's continued to carry over. And because if you did a draft between these two teams going into this series, the number 1 and number 2 picks may well be Lakers. That's why it's a toss-up series.
But having Ja Morant back healthy and whole is a difference maker. But I truly believe what we talked about before, Coach. The absence of Steven Adams and the size could very well be the difference maker against this Laker team with Anthony Davis.
Well, in many ways, the word to describe this entire NBA season